everyone. It is JD coming at you on the Division Redskins Rant. Hail to the Redskins. I'm going to do a response video. This response to a video I saw earlier, and this person does not want to stop complaining about not having Kirk Cousins. And he doesn't understand why the Redskins got rid of him. I'm going to show you, and it's not my words, it's words of ESPN analysts, why we got rid of Kirk Cousins. So here it is.
Kirk Cousins and Monday Night Football just don't go together. According to Elias, last night's 21-7 loss to the Seahawks makes him the first QB to lose each of his first 7 starts on Monday night. Seattle got it done with a run. At 214 yards last night, it was their second most rush yards in a game this season. Chris Carson led the way with 22 carries of the team's 42 rushing plays. Cousins committed his 16th turnover, tied with rookie Sam Darnold for the most in the NFL, on a sack fumble that resulted in a Seahawks touchdown. 4 of Cousins' 16 turnovers have led to opponents' touchdowns, the most in the league. And he threw short of the first down marker on 4 of his 6 third-down passes. The Vikings QB has thrown short of the marker more than any other quarterback on third down this season.
That's why we got rid of Kirk Cousins. This is what I've been trying to say for years now. I have someone on ESPN actually naming the stats, the real stats, as to why we got rid of him. We got rid of Kirk Cousins because, one, he doesn't win. He doesn't win on Monday night games, the nationally televised games. Does not win on big stages. That's the first thing. Second reason we got rid of him is because he's turnover prone. He turns the ball over a lot. Yeah, he'll get a lot of touchdowns because he's turn the ball over a lot. You're gonna put your defense in a bad spot. Look what happened to the Vikings now. Now you can do this as causality. What caused what? Is it the bad defense is causing Kirk to play bad, which it shouldn't be because he should still be able to score points even though the other team's scoring points? Or is it the fact that he turns the ball over more than any other quarterback other than a rookie named Sam Darnold for the Jets who has no weapons? Is it because he's turning the ball over more than anyone else and he's put the defense in bad spots so they look worse than they actually are? I would say that is actually pretty good validity to it. And just like I've always said, when he played for the Redskins, he always throws short of the first down marker on third downs. Statistically, he throws short of the first down marker on third downs more than any quarterback in the league this year, and they probably would have done it if he wasn't such a high-profile pickup in the summer. They probably would. If they go back, you can probably look at the stats, and he probably did it the last 3 or 4 years as well. Okay? This is why we got rid of Kirk Cousins, and I'm tired of people bitching and moaning because we got rid of him. Okay, you know why we got Alex Smith, and everyone says like, oh, we were 5-3 or 5-2, and what changed was the defense went bad. I'll tell you why the team went bad. First off, I believe Alex Smith was actually starting to come into getting a good feeling for the offense. He had glimpses of actually being able to run the offense pretty well. He had glimpses of that throughout the course of the season. Okay. And he suffered a catastrophic injury. To his leg. Broke his leg. Catastrophic injury. Okay? We were 5-2, I believe. 5-2. Or 5 we might have been 6-3. We might have been 6-3 at that point. Okay? We were 6-3 at that point when that happened. Okay? I can tell you where the season changed. This is exactly where the season changed. You can look at it statistically, look at it numerically. Everything changed at this point. Okay? When we signed HaHa Clinton Dix, we were 5-2. Since the signing of HaHa Clinton Dix, we are 1-5. We are 1-6. I'm sorry, 1-5. Yeah, 1-5. We're 6-7. So are we 6-7 or 6-8? No, we're not 6-8. I'm pretty sure. No, we're 6-7. Okay, let's make sure. There's 3 games left. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we were 5-2 when we signed HaHa Clinton Dix. Next game, we went against the Falcons. We had to have basic coverage, and Matt Ryan is not a great quarterback, but he's a good enough quarterback that he can actually pick apart a team, especially when he has Calvin Ridley. Sorry, not Stephen Ridley. Stephen Ridley is a running back. Okay, Stephen Ridley and who's the other receiver? Julio Jones. So he just picked us apart. Just flat out picked us apart. Okay. The next thing that happened is next game we played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got over 500 yards of offense on us. I'm going to go ahead and cancel on this. Go and mute. There we go. 500 yards total offense. Now we had to hold them to I think we hold them to a field goal or a touchdown or something. We pretty much shut them out. Okay. And then we ended up playing the Texans where we ended up getting our quarterback breaking his leg. Okay? And we still could have won that game. A couple bad referee calls or whatever the case may be. The defense still played well in some areas of that game, got a lot of turnovers, but we were not the same defense once we signed HaHa Clinton-Dix. And my belief is as soon as we signed him, we dumbed down the defense to get him acclimated. And he didn't get acclimated quick enough, so the whole team suffered from that. The whole team suffered because our scheme was made to kind of hide our weaknesses. Like, for example, Mason Foster, Zach Brown can't cover running backs out of the backfield. So we schemed and blitzed those guys and shifted coverage to like corners and safeties covering those guys to disguise the fact that our linebackers cannot cover out of the backfield very well. And we could not do that once we signed HaHa Clinton-Dix because HaHa Clinton-Dix didn't know our coverage. He didn't know where to cover whenever we blitz. He didn't know all those things. So that screwed us over when it came to the defense. And that's why I believe the defense is bad. Because we stopped being this defense like come get him. We started being this catch the block and read and react. Because we're still trying to acclimate he's a good player, but he's just not on board yet with the entire defense. With the schemes and everything. That is why our team actually started suffering. Now, obviously, you can point to the offensive line going bad and 2 broken legs on quarterbacks. I mean, there's a lot of those things that can happen, obviously, but those definitely are things that cause our season to go bad. It had nothing to do with our quarterback. Everyone can sit there and yell what they want. I posted a video not too long ago about stats that there was not much difference between what Kirk Cousins did last year and what Alex Smith has done this year. Okay, but at this point in the season last year, whenever Alex Smith got hurt, Kirk had like 15 more turnovers than Alex Smith. Significantly more turnovers than Alex Smith. So there's a huge difference when it comes to what we're doing. And then, like I said, and this is a video basically kind of responding to something I saw, is everyone's complaining that we're... I mean, I don't like Bruce Allen, and I do think he kind of messed up handling the Kirk Cousin situation, but I think getting rid of him was the best thing for the team. Because of all the things I've listed, he's very turnover prone. Imagine right now if our team had 16 more turnovers from our quarterback position. How many of those early games would we have won? Probably not that many. Probably not that many at all. We definitely won the Dallas game. We won a lot of those games. Game against Carolina. We've played them a few times in the last few years, and what's been our Achilles heel? Turnovers against them. What happened against them? We didn't turn the ball over once. And we ended up beating them because we did a better job of handling the ball and taking care of the football. Okay, that was a recipe for success. So I'm responding to that. That is words not from my mouth. That is from the mouth of people on ESPN. Okay? And let's look at how good or bad the Vikings are right now. Vikings last year have a better team than they had last year. They have a, quote, better quarterback. And this better quarterback has gotten the team to a way lesser record than they had last year. They are one game from the Super Bowl last year. And they signed Kirk Cousins because he would put them over the top, and he's actually downgraded the team. Now, you can say it's not all him. I think partially it has to do with him because he turns the ball over a lot. He puts the defense in a bad spot. He turns the ball over at bad points in games, so on and so forth. Okay? And he would have gotten like a really early one, like the second game of the year, should have been a pick or a turnover, pick six or an interception to lose the game. They called on sports like roughing the passer or whatever on. That was one of those early Clay Matthews bullshit tackle the quarterback too hard kind of things. Should have ended the game there, but he ended up getting a touchdown late because they continued to let him have the ball because of a stupid ass penalty. So this is just a response to that. Again, the person who said this, I don't hate the guy. I just don't like he just won't let it die. Let it die that he's gone. We are moving forward, and you're still stuck 2 years ago. Okay? Obviously, the Redskins didn't want him. Obviously, Kirk didn't want to be here. Okay? You don't know that, for all you knew, that the entire time Kirk was here, the entire time, that he did not want to be here, and he wanted to leave regardless. You don't know that. This is not like the NBA. In the NBA, you're allowed to pay people more money if they stay with the team they're drafted with. The NFL is not like that. If the NFL was like that, absolutely. Then it's stupid for him to leave because he leaves more money on the table. Okay? But the NFL is a hard cap league and you can't incentivize people. I think they should change that personally. If you draft someone, you should be able to pay them as much as you want if you draft them, you should be able to pay them as much as you want. Just to keep them. And especially if you develop good players. I personally believe that. I think that the NFL should change to that. But this is not the NBA. The NBA, you have what's called bird laws. If you sign it, their contract expires on your on your team, you're bird lawed where you can pay them almost as much as you want to keep them. You can't go out and get free agents to go over the salary cap, but you can pay people almost whatever you want to keep them on your roster. It's called bird law. They don't have this in the NFL. So this is where it's completely different for the NFL. If the Redskins, like for example, let's say this. Let's say like with the Reds, if he just stayed with the Redskins, he can got $35 million a year over 5 years. But if he went to another team, he only got like $25 million. Then your point is valid because the Redskins can offer him more money than anyone else. So it basically means that like he could have got the money he got from us anywhere, and he basically was choosing from the get-go that he did not want to play here. That's what I read out of it. He never wanted to play here anyway. He never did. He never cared about winning. He always wanted the safe throw. I just personally never felt like he really wanted to win. He never wanted to be the guy. He never wanted to be the guy in Washington. He didn't want this to be his team. I never felt that from him. Now, to be fair, management probably didn't like make him feel like, this is your team anyway. So that could be fair as well. But I never got the feeling, listen to Kirk talk and listen to everything and how he dealt with things and the way he split the locker room and listened to other teammates of his. This is why Pierre Garçon requested a trade in the middle of his 1,000-yard reception year, and so did Deshaun Jackson. Why did they do that? Because the quarterback did not want to play with him. He did not want to play with that quarterback because he didn't care. Yeah, he got them passing yards. But how was his? What was his like mentality, and how laissez-faire was he in the red zone when it came to handling the football and take care of the football? And actually, his completion percentage like dropped by 50%. Okay, you can sit there and say like the defense was bad that year, this was bad. The point is that quarterback still has to do his job, and how good or bad the defense does is not going to dictate how good or bad the quarterback does. Okay, the defense did great the early part of this year. How did Alex Smith do? He didn't do so hot. Okay, so it doesn't really matter how good or bad the defense is. The defense has no indication or no predilection on the outcome and the productivity of our quarterback. Okay, so that's this video. This is only a response video. I wanted to play that. Okay, by the way, cool background on my phone. I wanted to play that because it's not out of my mouth. Everything else come out of my mouth. It's said, and I regurgitated. Everyone thinks it's my thoughts. Those are not my. Those are from people on ESPN saying those things, and those are real stats that I didn't come up with. Okay, because people think I come up with stats and pull them out of midair. No, this is from ESPN. Okay, this is JD. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me hear your comments down in the section down below. Okay, see you.